Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Ace Attorney Justice for All. I'm your host Kaylee Utari, and today we are going to finish the second case, Reunion and Turnabout. Hope you enjoy. June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lamy number 3. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Amy could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Miss Von Karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Oh. There is a typo there. There should be a D on the end of that cause. Not yet. My goal is to deflect you and defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, I won't bring your father back. I think I've want him back. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Let's do it. June 22nd, 12:10 p.m. District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eenie Meenie had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Meenie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meenie, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Sorry. Miss Meenie, if you please. Okay, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... This testimony. Last year's accident. And that was, last year in May. Something really bad happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, it got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now it's impossible to prove. But Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meenie's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. The pressing angle. Did some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, That was in May too. Like, the thing with all the patients dying was, like, May 2nd. And, like, our accident was, like, on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back? Do you say it was just a coincidence? My sis was, like, totally tired, so that's why, duh. That was a malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Meanie? Like, no way! Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. Such incident has nothing to do with some murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Meanie's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Meanie is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. She's pretty adamant about that. Let's find out why. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? But, like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Press harder. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True. But like, I don't like have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Meanie. Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, anyway. I was like totally pooped too, so I like fell asleep in the passenger seat. The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like, it was at like 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had like a paper due like really soon. So like, I hadn't slept and was working like real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. And your sister, what happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. Okay, we're back. I like kept wanting to forget that time. So like, I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore. Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself. I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be the most accurate, you know? If it's that article, then I've already got it. Alright, we're pressing her. Yes. So, press away. And that's why you were in the passenger seat? Like, yeah. I was, like, at my college's research lab till, like, really late. So my sis was, like, giving me a ride home. I see. Phoenix. Yes? You can't do this. You're being too easy on her. There's gotta be some sort of secret sleeping in this testimony. Yes, so let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this. What's that last statement? This one here. I didn't have my driver's license, so I couldn't take over driving for her. That's the statement we want, because we know she does have a license. License photo.
Objection!
Miss Meanie, that was a lame lie just now. What do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Meanie? That's right. Yeah, I had, a license, but but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. Now, no one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Last November. What? No, November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Meanie did not have a driver's license. Ow! Client, my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, glad you get it, but, even if I had my license, I, don't think my sis would have, let me drive. Yeah! Don't just stand there hemming to yourself, Phoenix. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the... Miss Meanie, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... I think the situation calls for more detailed testimony. Miss Meanie, if you please. How annoying. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. Oh, yes, you did. I wouldn't be allowed to drive. Around that time, I was, really close to getting my license. And my sis was, this totally big fan of cars and, really valued them. She, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... let's start pressing her. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things, I think. That's what they're called. Permit? Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is? Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ah! Ignorance is to be wit. What is with her? All she's said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? There's a certain thing we're looking for here. She valued cars? How much would you say she values her car? Well, like, she'd flip out and, like a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Press further. Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty with... Wouldn't you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another effect of life, but... Because people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Well, Miss Meanie, what kind of car was it? It was a new car? Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. The UK? Was that her boyfriend's initials? And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. But I really don't know anything about cars. But I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes? Please append what the witness had just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special car from overseas? Yes. Oh, well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though, to be honest, don't know what my point is either. Miss Meanie, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. Now we've got her. If we look at the article... Oh, there it is. Here we go. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. But the right door on an England car is... Well, you people watching from England will know that that is the driver's side. Miss Meanie, do you remember this article? Sorry. It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor. Which side is the passenger's seat, the left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver is on the left side. Well, that would be if it were an American car. But it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them are riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Phoenix, right? You... What do you mean by this? Miss Meanie, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Order in the court. Order! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Amy said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi. That is what Amy said. Yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you've really found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Amy or Mimi, who was really driving that night? Mimi! The answer is the one person who had a driver's license, Mimi. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie Meenie, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing in the witness's stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Is this the witness's name? This witness's name is? I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Why, it's Mimi! Mimi Meanie, that is your real name. Objection! Of all the foolish dribble! Then, how do you explain her appearance? When she was admitted into the hospital, this witness was suffering severe facial burns. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, they used a picture. Facial reconstructive surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister, Eenie. But Meanie, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then the body they found in the crash site. That was the body of the real Eenie Meenie. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Meanie? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Meenie. Her sister Mimi then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Meanie from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of the nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Meanie. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Meanie was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening, at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turnabout? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Edie, I mean, maybe, why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness! That's right, I admit it. My real name is Meanie. That quack doctor, he caught what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Meanie wanted herself to disappear because of this. Because of the malpractice. What is that? Sorry. What's about the malpractice incident? What's about the malpractice incident? Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Meanie. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Meanie had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that accident, and her own sister's life extinguished? It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable! A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that nonsense channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all. Well, we figured it out, guys. We're done. Yay, we win. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here. Why did you set a murderous revenge plot into motion? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help you with this plan? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant Maya Fay. This is an outrage! It's preposterous! I'm perfect! Me, Francesca von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Francesca, stop whipping him. And one... Take that, Phoenix, right? Phoenix, hang in there. Phoenix! This cult is a fraud, a sham! Now then, It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty! Yay! That is all. The court is adjourned. June 22nd, 3:13 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Congratulations, Maya. Sis! Aww, so cute. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis? In my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent. I was inside that clothing box, right? That box? That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Miss Mimi with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... I don't have anything on Misty. Probably Pearls is then. Pearls? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurine Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The branch family, my aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying I thought so. Date and time unknown, detention center. Solitary confinement, cell 13. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Kurine, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless Maine family girl, that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout, the end. So that's the end of the case. A brand new episode has been added. So that's the end of this case. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That little bit with Morgan, we won't see more of that until the third game, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the end of Reunion and Turnabout. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and I'll be back with the next case next time.